Yeah, I mean, inevitably it is. Because the players overall probably deserve something from the game. You can never guarantee it, quite obviously, after what happened. But, I think the players are disappointed more in the fact that inevitably, or rather finally, you get done by what is just a lump down the pitch, and we've dealt with that well today. I was pleased with that aspect because it's a really good side, I'd mentioned in the way, a direct side, but with a passing style. But they've ended up playing long a lot today, and I think that's real credit to our players because we kept the lines tight. They couldn't find a passing sort of move that would open that up too many times. That's the only frustration. It ends up being a simplistic situation which we've dealt with all day, and unfortunately two centre halves. And I thought the three were excellent today, but they just get a challenge together. It drops down, and they get a goal out of nothing really. But on the other side of that, we've come out down here with a tactical platform. We've worked on it this week. The players have been open-minded, and I thought they've delivered that. So that's pleasing from a manager's point of view. But of course, you go away with nothing in the end. Yeah, it's something I played in myself. I think the timing of when and why, and the wherefores. I think we've had an up and down time, and it's been growing lately. The reason why I changed it is because I think the mentality is coming back, and it's been very solid. And when we're mentally right as a group, they're very open-minded to take on whatever. I know you don't always see it, but tactical change can be yards. It's 3-5 yards here and there, different lines, and the players they're very receptive to that. Early season, I think there was a lot of confusion around it, from off the pitch, on the pitch, all the stories. Lately, we've got back to being what we can be, and I thought this was appropriate, and I thought they'd be open-minded to the work, which they have been all week, but they were particularly open-minded to deliver it, because it's all right delivering it all week in training. It's when the whistle blows for real, and I thought there was a good delivery of the tactical side of the game, and the energy. I thought the energy was outstanding today. I think it's something that we'd consider. We didn't just do it for for a gimmick. We did it because we thought it could be effective. In many ways, today it was effective. The hardship when you come to these places is then going to be effective on the attacking side. So your defensive side's good, but how many times can you get that real moment of truth to go and open them up? We had a few, but it is difficult. But we did limit them. Well, we limited them by their standards here. They are a top side. They are a top side, and I think we've delivered a performance that's made it very, very tight today, and they've had to work incredibly hard, I thought, to get something from the game today.
Sean, the last few games, I know it's only one win, but the last few games, they've managed to be all best performances.
Well, better performances. Yeah, I mean, we've had one blip at Palace where we were way off the mark, but generally the performance levels have been coming back to what we're about, and I think that's an important factor over a season. And there was a lot of different things going on early season. It's hard for players, a lot of new situations, a lot of change, but they're kind of getting back to what we think we can be about. Their understanding of what we need to do, the work ethic, the belief in what we do is showing again. We haven't got as many points as we like, of course, but that over a season is what makes sure you do get the points. And I think the players look at the moment like they're coming back towards that. There's no guarantee that it works every week, but definitely three out the last four performances, definitely the mentality, the will, the distances, the tactical idea, they've been delivering that, I think, on a much more regular and consistent basis, and that's important going forward. Yeah, I mean, well, we've got a great press on for the ball from Bardo when he finds Barnsley for a header. Really good set piece. I was pleased with the second half when Barnsley has a shot and they block it. The main thing for me that we've continually got to look at is on counter today, there's so many times when it's one touch too many, one touch too less, that quality of pass, that dynamic run. These are fine margins, and we've got to continually look at that. That's something we're aware of. It's them final moments of quality, and they're the moments, especially when you're not having as many attacking moments, of course, if you've got to really find them, and if against these sides away from home, you might only have a handful, and it's so important that you find that pass, find that breakaway moment. And first half and second half, we had so many. I mean, Charlie Taylor right at the death in the first half, Robbie tries to play him in, just gets a block on it. These kind of moments are so important. Woody gets away at the end, and he's going through, and they're so important. So, there's still the things that you have to work on. But overall, it is difficult. They're top side. Look who's coming off the bench. They're top side. It's simple as that. And it is very, very difficult to come to these places. Yeah, I mean, both close, but we couldn't take a risk. We're trying to get the squad back to full fitness. We know that's another factor, the injury list that we've had this season for the first time since I've been here. As regards soft tissues, as you certainly know, we've had a few serious knees down the years, but not so much the soft stuff. So, we can't risk them continually. So hopefully they'll be back in the thinking next week. But yeah, we're coming back to the group that we think are a good group, and the energy and the belief, but also the fitness levels as regards injuries as well. No, Wood is a little bit away, but he's back on the grass. He's working again now. He's not quite training with us, but he's out on the grass regular. And Pope is getting on with it and getting stronger all the time. Yeah, soon. Yeah, we'll make that decision. I don't see why not. I think there's 6 up there, and I think it's the most obvious it's been. You could add in Everton, are still flirting with it, especially with their financial power. Leicester on a good day, I still think. Everyone in the Premier League on a good day is a good side, but, they show moments. But generally speaking, I still think Bournemouth, great start. I know they've had a tricky patch, but I think the big 6 are the big 6, and I think these are definitely part of that. The challenge, as usual, with the teams that are going so well, they've got just gone through the other night, Champions League and the Cups and the League and all that sort of stuff. They'll have to wait and see, but they're a good side without a shadow. And all the noise about signing players, they still look like they've got a handy group to me. Okay, thank you.